Good afternoon, everyone. I don't have a slide, but I will just brief you what we do. So I come from John Cockerill. We are more than 200 years old group, and we are a technology-based engineering company. We are present in more than 80 countries. We have 30 plus years of experience in hydrogen, manufacturing the electrolyzers, and we have more than 30% market share worldwide in this electrolyzer. Group is privately owned. We have a headquarters in Belgium. We are setting up electrolyzer manufacturing facility worldwide, and India is one of those locations. In India, we have a joint venture with the company Greenco. They're a renewable energy developer, and we are setting up a gigawatt scale manufacturing facility with plan with infrastructure of 2 gigawatt in next few years. We do pressurized alkaline electrolyzer, and we have proven more than 5 years of return of experience in the largest electrolyzer, that is 1000 nanometer cube per hour. We have 70 plus references where 1000 normal meter cube per hour electrolyzer, that is 5 megawatts, are under operation. More than 5 projects of 100 plus megawatt, 2 under operation, 3 under execution. We believe the large size pressurized alkaline electrolyzer will bring down the LCH of hydrogen. That is the key to push this hydrogen movement. So that's why, as of now, we are focused only on alkaline electrolyzer. We have a gigawatt scale manufacturing facility in China, gigawatt scale manufacturing facility in Aspect in France. As I mentioned, we are setting up one in India. We have a partnership in UAE for another gigawatt scale facility and one in Morocco. We are setting up a factory in America, and we are exploring other locations as well globally. So we target to have 8 gigawatt of electrolyzer manufacturing facility in next 3 to 5 years. That we believe will help a lot to push this hydrogen movement, will bring down the capex, and with the renewable energy, that we can say is the actual cost of in producing green hydrogen. With the progress, the scale hydrogen renewable energy is the project of renewable energy are developed in India in last 2 years. We believe the target of $2, $2.5 should not be a problem in next few years. We have sold more than 350 megawatt, we have delivered more than 350 megawatt electrolyzers in last 2 years. All those are 5 megawatt electrolyzers. We are proposing solutions. We are optimizing layout. We are developing, we have a R&D team which is working continuously to improve the pressure on electrolyzer side, to improve the current density, to improve the size of the electrolyzer so that we can have another capacity 7.5 megawatt or 10 megawatt electrolyzers in next few years with the better efficiency. We have the largest green hydrogen plant under operation, that is in China, where we have supplied 110 megawatt of electrolyzer, 22 electrolyzers. The another one we have 120 megawatt, where we have supplied 24 electrolyzers, each 5 megawatt. And we have 3 projects under execution in Europe, where we are supplying the same 5 megawatt pressurized alkaline electrolyzers. We also delivered 1300 nanometer cube per hour electrolyzer, that is 6.5 megawatt, 2 years back. And our R&D team is working, and they are analyzing the performance of electrolyzer before putting into the commercial market. So that's all what we do. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer it.
Thank you. I invite questions from the floor, please. At the back. Yeah.
Yeah, I have actually 2 questions.
Yes.
So what kind of electrolyzer you are installing, like SPAM, alkaline, or AEM?
We do pressurized alkaline.
Alkaline.
Pressurized.
Okay. So, how, like you mentioned that your target is to achieve $2.5 per kg. So, right, like of course that would be done through the solar energy, implementing solar energy. But it's still like if you see the Indian scenario and dollar conversion to rupees and commercial electricity, we have around 8 rupees per unit. So in the morning session, it was like they mentioned that 4.4 rupees per kg in the current scenario. Once you take energy efficiency around 50 to 55 unit per kg. So in that context, how can you achieve $2.5 per kg?
Okay, so I will say, I said we expect it would be. We are the engineering company. We manufacture electrolyzers. So the cost of electrolyzer, the capex, that is hardly 20 to 30% in the entire LCOH of this green hydrogen. The major cost comes from the electricity. And as I said, I repeat, I said in last 2 years, the way renewable projects are developed in India, we expect that it would be $2 to $2.5 per kg can be achieved. Again, we are not providing this renewable energy. We cannot calculate it. We don't know what are the expenses, what are the margins, what are the state or central government charges over it. But the capacity we are manufacturing, a gigawatt scale, it will help to bring down the capex on the electrolyzer side. In India, we expect it would be the lowest globally, worldwide. And with the renewable energy, it should be possible to achieve that capacity. But again, I would repeat, the 70% of the cost would come from the electricity side.
Thank you.
More there.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir. I am from High Energy Battery Trichy.
Can't hear you. Louder, please.
Sir, hello. So, I am from High Energy Battery Trichy. So, I have one question. What is the lifetime of electrolyzer?
I can't hear you still. You have to
The lifetime of electrolyzer you are asking, right? So we have electrolyzers under operation since more than 20 years. So when we talk about lifetime of electrolyzer, it is like in next, as I said, we delivered the first 5 megawatt electrolyzer in 2018, and we are still setting up factories for the same capacity. So in last 5 years, we have improved a lot to reduce the size of the electrolyzer, to reduce the capex, and to improve the efficiency. So as I said, as per Bloomberg, we share 30% market share. So it is because we have the best combination of LCOH, that is the best capex and best OPEX, and that is what we provide. And we expect in next 5 years, there would be electrolyzers with a better efficiency. In next 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, there would be electrolyzer with a better efficiency. So for a customer, for a user, for a plant operator, they will decide based on the cost of new electrolyzer, based on the efficiency, what they are getting in next 10 years. They would see, is it like, does their business model allow them to run the electrolyzer, 10 years old electrolyzer, or their business model ask them to replace the electrolyzer with the new improved electrolyzer with the better efficiency. But the life of electrolyzer, we have under operations since more than 20 years.
Thank you.
Any other question? Okay. Oh, there is from you. Okay. Mr. Anil Rasdan.
There's one general question to the various renewable energy promoters. We hear of wind, we hear of solar, but what about wave energy? See, when you are talking of hydrogen and from seawater, the renewable energy source that is available there, of course, with reversible turbines,
Not in France.
is wave energy.
Yes.
Now,
I understand, sir, but
in the IRENA slide
yeah.
that you presented, there was no mention of wave energy at all.
That's what I was telling him. He's from France.
That's an easy shot, Mr. Chairman. So yeah, I could have mentioned so many other things. I could have mentioned, of course, hydropower. You've got hydropower in the north that you could develop as well. The other thing you could develop is tidal, definitely. You could develop as well geothermal.
You see, hydro is more or less developed wherever it could be by now, maybe 60, 70%. The other regions, which are snow-capped regions, they're becoming treacherous now. We've seen in India. But this wave energy and reversible turbines, and also in vehicles which are driving at high speed, to use those turbines to generate power as you are driving.
When I talk about hydro from the north, I'm not talking about big dams as you have and as we also have in France. The solution that we're talking about is more like small hydropower in the form of sea helixes that you would put at the bottom of the rivers. And basically the idea with that is that you could incrementally augment your hydro production quite by a large number. So that's kind of the idea I was talking about, more than large dams, which no longer are considered as a green technology in the Paris Agreement framework. So hydropower, for those who are not familiar, hydropower, large dams and so on, they're not considered as green technologies in the Paris Agreement. So, and I can explain why. Then there's tidal. Then you have the same helixes that you would put in the bottom of the rivers. You could put them also on the coastlines. That's what we're currently experimenting now in France, in Normandy. And that's also a solution that we are thinking about for French islands all across the world. I come from Guadeloupe myself in the Caribbean, so definitely that's something that would be a good solution for us in the islands. So definitely tidal and so on, that would work. We could talk about osmosis as well. That is also interesting. There's plenty of technologies that could be of interest. And then there's geothermal, but I wanted to mention natural hydrogen. It's been mentioned before, and I had a couple of slides on that. Didn't have the time to push them, but anyway. My point is, natural hydrogen is definitely one of the key big things that you guys would like to explore. That is the holy grail of hydrogen. And I'm sorry for my electrolyzer folks. Here there's no competition. Green hydrogen and so the electrolyzer business and natural hydrogen, they can coexist as well, because the magnitude of the change we need is so important. We'll need everything and everyone.
I think there's no more questions. I will congratulate Jaideep.
Thank you.
President, give him a big hand. And